Welcome to Factful Finance, where we tackle your biggest money questions with clarity, precision, and real-world solutions. Today, we're diving into something many of you may be wondering. Are you fit to be the finance chair? Now, this isn't just a title, it's a responsibility, a commitment to managing resources, navigating complex financial waters, and ensuring sustainable growth. But how do you know if you're truly ready to take on this pivotal role? Stick around, because we're breaking down the essential traits you need to succeed. Let's start with a fundamental truth. The role of a finance chair goes far beyond just understanding spreadsheets. It's about strategic vision, risk management, and a deep commitment to financial stewardship. So, what does it take? Are you ready to take that responsibility? Let's explore the critical traits that can make or break your success in this position. First and foremost, analytical thinking. If you're considering taking on this role, you've got to be a strategic thinker. This doesn't just mean being good with numbers, it means being able to analyze data, understand financial trends, and predict future financial outcomes. As a finance chair, you'll need to make data-driven decisions that impact the future of the organization. That means you'll need to understand balance sheets, profit and loss statements, and even more complex concepts like cash flow forecasting. Are you the kind of person who can spot patterns in the numbers, even when they aren't immediately obvious? This is essential. But here's the kicker. Even if you're great with numbers, you also need to be able to communicate your analysis effectively. It's not enough to just crunch the data. You've got to be able to present it to stakeholders, whether it's your board, your investors, or your team. You've got to break it down, make it understandable, and build trust with your audience. Next up, risk management. In finance, risk is inevitable. Whether it's market fluctuations, internal inefficiencies, or external pressures, you have to be able to assess and manage risk effectively. But risk isn't just about avoiding danger, it's about balancing potential rewards with possible losses. As a finance chair, you'll be responsible for ensuring that your organization is not just surviving, but thriving. This means you'll need to create strategies that minimize risk while maximizing opportunities. Consider Olivia's story. She was recently appointed the finance chair for a mid-sized tech startup. Early on, she identified a significant risk in their investment strategy, a heavy reliance on a single supplier. By diversifying their supply chain and renegotiating contracts, Olivia was able to reduce the company's vulnerability to market fluctuations. This not only protected their bottom line, but helped the company grow faster in the long run. It's all about being proactive and thinking ahead. Let's talk about financial literacy and expertise. You absolutely need a solid understanding of financial principles. This includes everything from understanding financial statements to knowing the ins and outs of tax laws, investment strategies, and financial regulations. And don't think you can just Google your way through this. Being a finance chair requires a deeper, more nuanced understanding of these concepts. I'm not saying you have to be a CPA or a CFA, chartered financial analyst, though those credentials don't hurt. But you should at least be familiar with industry standards and financial principles. Understanding the nuances of tax law, for instance, can save your company significant money in the long term. Think about tax-saving strategies like tax loss harvesting, or understanding the optimal ways to structure corporate debt. These are decisions that can have far-reaching consequences for your company, and they need to be made with confidence. Then there's the critical trait of leadership and communication. This might surprise some, but the role of finance chair isn't just about finance, it's about leadership. You'll be working with teams across the organization, and you need to inspire confidence, motivate others, and communicate your financial strategies effectively. You need to guide your team through tough decisions, act as a mentor, and, most importantly, ensure that your financial goals align with the broader vision of the company. Think of Liam, who recently stepped into the finance chair role at a nonprofit. He's a numbers guy, but he quickly learned that success in this role requires more than technical knowledge. By fostering strong relationships with the marketing team, program directors, and the executive board, Liam made sure that everyone understood how their financial decisions impacted the organization's goals. He wasn't just a number cruncher. He became a trusted advisor and leader. And then there's ethical integrity and accountability. As finance chair, you'll be entrusted with the company's resources. This is a huge responsibility, and maintaining high ethical standards is critical. You're not just overseeing budgets, you're setting the tone for the entire organization's financial culture. That means staying transparent, honest, and fair in every financial decision you make. You can't afford to cut corners or take shortcuts. Your reputation and your company's depends on it. Take Henry's experience. As the finance chair of a large university, he was faced with managing millions of dollars in investments. He implemented strict ethical guidelines, ensuring all investment decisions were made transparently and aligned with the university's mission. Henry's integrity not only helped the school maintain its financial health, but also built trust with faculty, staff, and donors alike. Finally, adaptability is a must. The financial landscape is constantly shifting. From interest rates to market volatility to technological innovations, there are always new factors to consider. The finance chair needs to be able to adjust quickly to changing conditions and pivot strategies when necessary. This means staying informed, continuously learning, and being open to new ideas and perspectives. Here's where Amelia's journey comes in. She became finance chair at a large retail chain during the pandemic. Sales were plummeting, but instead of sticking to the traditional business model, Amelia spearheaded an initiative to pivot toward e-commerce and digital services. The result, the company not only survived the crisis but thrived, increasing profits through digital channels. That kind of adaptability, it's crucial. So are you fit to be the finance chair? Do you have the analytical thinking, risk management skills, financial literacy, leadership qualities, integrity, and adaptability to steer an organization through its financial journey? If you do, you're more than just ready for the role. You're destined to lead with success. Which trait do you think is most critical for a finance chair? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's continue this conversation. If you found this video valuable, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more tips to take your financial expertise to the next level. And remember, this content is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. Always consult a certified financial professional for personalized guidance. Looking for more finance tips and insights? Stick around. The next video will dive deeper into the financial strategies that are shaping the future of business. Don't miss it.